Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your daily advice for January 26, 2017. Welcome back to everyone who's been here before, and welcome to everyone who is new to my channel. This is a general reading looking at the energies that surround us at this time and what we need to know about these energies in order to be able to use them for our highest good. Since we're looking at energies and potentials, these will manifest in different ways for different people, which is why I always encourage everyone to keep an open mind and take away the message of the reading and then apply it to your own situation if you feel that it speaks to that, if you feel that it helps. So let's jump in and see what the energies are for today. So it doesn't look like a big action-packed day today. It looks more like a focus inward. Talking about self-reflection, contemplation, kind of collecting our thoughts before we decide how to move forward. And we may be in this position as a result of some recent changes or changes that go further back for some of us. So the first card that we have representing the influence of the past on our current situation is the Wheel of Fortune. So with the Wheel of Fortune, this is a major arcana card. Very karmic energy. It's fate energy. It is also a card that talks about cycles, certain cycles ending so that new cycles can begin. Karmic cycles ending because we have learned and applied whatever karmic lessons we were supposed to learn. Big changes in someone's life, like when we change careers or when we change where we live, or when something in our lives changes and we can't go back from that, is kind of what the Wheel of Fortune comes across in this particular reading anyway. And so it's a massive change, it's a big change, one that we may have felt powerless with. So in other words, no one really asked us, did we want that to happen? Are we happy with the way things were going or anything like that? It was just a change that was meant to happen in our lives. It was part of our destiny, it was part of our fate, and it may have closed some doors behind us but opened up new doors for us to walk through. Okay, so we're coming from kind of making our peace or processing some big change, some big shift, something that was ending or has ended, and something that has recently begun, or we are on that verge of something has ended and now we have to decide what do we want to do next. What is our next step? The energy for today is the Queen of Cups. So with the Queen of Cups in today's energy, it talks about reflection, contemplation, going within, checking in with our intuition, taking it all in, trying to understand what's going on, trying to figure out which way we want to go next. The Queen of Cups is very calming energy, very soothing energy. It is an energy based in love and peace, tranquility. And of course it asks us to pay special attention to our spirituality, to our faith, to our manifestation work, to our dreams, our intuition, what they are all telling us. Because today may be a day for synchronicities. It may be a day when we see certain signs, when we see or receive certain indications, directions through signs, symbols, messages. And it's important that we take these into consideration. It's important that we are open to receiving spiritual guidance with the Queen of Cups as well. If things are tumultuous, if things seem up and down or everywhere, and it's causing anxiety or worry because we don't feel in control, the Queen of Cups says take your time, take a deep breath, calm down, maybe pray, meditate, contemplate, take a step back, take more of a passive approach here so that you can observe and understand what's going on, as opposed to struggling to make decisions with information you don't have, or struggling to make choices but you don't really know what's going on because it's just too soon, too sudden, too new. So it's pretty much a card that says, don't fear change. First of all, it was meant to happen with the Wheel of Fortune there, whatever has happened. that has caused change in our lives. It was meant to happen the way it did. And so have faith with the Queen of Cups. Don't fear it, don't reject it, have faith, and just open to receiving answers, open up to receiving clarification from our guides, our angels, the universe, as to why things are happening the way they are, why certain things had to happen in a certain way or at a certain time. And just take the day to contemplate, to think about things, to meditate, to reflect. Okay, what is it that causes us fear or anxiety here? Is it just that we fear change, whatever kind of change? Is it that we don't feel in control? What is it that causes this feeling of turmoil or chaos that we may be experiencing? And if we take the day to meditate on this, to contemplate what's going on, you can see there's a storm behind her. It's a card to do with our emotions. So it's our reactions, our emotional reactions that may cause turmoil, that may cause anxiety. But she's very calm, cool, and collected. Okay, that very strong pillar behind her represents her stability, her ability to stay calm, because she has faith that things will make sense soon enough, because she trusts her intuition, because she trusts the guidance she receives. And that gives us stability, that gives her stability, and that will give us stability for today. So not a very action-packed day. If we are unsure of what we need to do, take extra time if at all possible. If not, meditation will bring answers. Our dreams will bring answers. Paying attention to synchronicities will bring answers. And then the energy that we're moving into tomorrow with is the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands comes across as, it's almost saying, find your strength from within. Find your strength from understanding, from contemplating, from making sense of things. The Nine of Wands is a card that shows a moment where this soldier here, he's bruised and battered. He's been through a lot. He's been there for a really long time with all these wands behind him. And he just feels like giving up because it's all catching up to him. And he just feels like he's done. He can't go any further. He can't do anything else. And he doesn't seem to see things improving. So he just feels like giving up. But the message of the Nine of Wands is actually, the worst is behind you. Don't give up before the miracle happens. You're almost there. Just keep going a little while further, and you'll get to the finish line. You'll get to the other side where you're supposed to be. So for today, I feel it is guidance for us on how we can navigate the shifting energies in our lives and the shifts and the changes in our environment, perhaps, or with our job, or with our relationships, with our sense of identity with ourselves. Whatever the case may be, the changes that have happened were meant to, and we are asked to rely on our spirituality to give us comfort, to give us peace and strength to keep going in the direction that we're going into with the Nine of Wands here. This may have been a situation where we felt pushed into a new situation. We felt pushed into a new environment. We felt compelled to do something. And so we're struggling with it. We don't understand why it happened. We don't understand why it was supposed to be the way it happened, and so on and so forth. And so that causes a lot of torment and anguish, and our minds going in overdrive and feeling scared and all of that. And so the Queen of Cups in today's energy just says, slow down, take a breath. You don't have to decide everything today. You don't have to do everything today. Just think about things, just contemplate, and pay attention to signs, symbols, what our dreams are telling us, what our intuition is telling us, what answers we receive in meditation or during prayer time or just quiet time when we just sit with ourselves and do some breathing exercises. And we will find strength there, and we will find comfort there on how to move forward. We're almost out of this transition period where we're making sense and we're trying to find our footing in a new environment or in a new situation or with a new way of being. We're almost at the end of it, okay? So it's important that we find our strength to just keep going a little while longer. And we find our strength, again, in our spirituality within ourselves, and the comfort. If we open up to seeing the signs and symbols that our angels and our guides place on our path, if we're open to seeing them, we will feel very comforted by the fact that, hold on, I'm actually not alone. I'm not going through this alone. I'm supported, I'm encouraged, I'm guided through whatever this is, and I do have faith that it's going to make sense to me, because I can see that I'm supposed to go in this direction, even though I may not understand why. And our guidance card is 43, and you can see it is a card about reflection. Reflection, seeing the truth, or looking for the truth. Okay, there's a lot of things that we may be experiencing, and we may not be able to make sense of them all currently. But the 43 adds up to a 7. And 7 is a number of reflection, of assessment, spirituality as well, wisdom that comes from spirituality, observation, meditation, looking for the truth, okay, with this energy. And of course it represents faith. And actually, faith in the things that cannot be seen, but they do exist. Okay, so all the signs, all the symbols, all the connections that we can start to make if we're open to receiving the answers that we're looking for. And so for today, it's almost like go within, go in your inner world, and just reflect, just observe, just take it all in. Have faith that everything is happening for a reason. Have faith that everything is happening the way it's supposed to, when it's supposed to, and be open to receiving answers in terms of why. They will come. They will come. Okay? So yeah, don't beat yourself up about anything. Is also a message that comes up here. Again, today is not a day for us to conquer the world. Today is not a day for us to do everything or go from 0 to the finish line in a second. It's more of a day for us to contemplate and to go within, to reflect, and to focus on our spirituality a little bit more today in particular, to notice signs, to notice symbols, to notice synchronicities, because they will give us whatever we need at this time, whether it's comfort, peace of mind, confirmation, direction, whatever it may be. They will give us the strength to move forward. So that's our message for today. It's a really beautiful message, and I really hope that it comes across as such, and I hope that it helps. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all your support that you give me every day. In whichever way you send positive energy my way, I do appreciate it. And just a quick reminder, the annual forecast and 6-month forecast at a discount price for the New Year special is available for this week, just until the end of the month, the 31st. But you do still have the Valentine's specials if you're interested. And of course, all the links you need are all in the description box below. So thank you again for joining me. I hope that we all have a very beautiful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Take care.